Introduction to Financial Statements, Practice, Problem 2, Balance Sheet. The following items were taken from the accounting records of a company. Required, prepare an income statement. Solution. First, identify what each is and put by the account an A equals to asset, L equals to liability, OE equals to order equity, R equals to revenue, E equals to expense. Accounts payable is a liability. Accounts receivable, asset. Building, asset. Cash, asset. Equipment, asset. Return earnings, order equity. Prepared expenses, asset. Sales, revenue. Salary expense, expense. Long-term investments, asset. Trademarks, asset. Accrued expenses, liability. Short-term notes payable, liability. Common stock, order equity. Interest income, revenue. Inventory, asset. Dividends paid, order equity. Cost of goods sold, equity. Second, recognize that only assets, liabilities, and owner's equity are reported on the balance sheet. Ignore revenues and expenses. Third, list the assets on the left in the order of liquidity. Fourth, list the liabilities on the right in the order of when they will be paid. Fifth, list the owner's equity underneath the liabilities and calculate the subtotal. To find the amount for return earnings, you know that assets equals to liabilities plus owner's equity. So assets equals to liabilities plus common stock plus return earnings. $513,000 equals to 101,000 plus 1,000 plus return earnings. So return earnings equals to 513,000 minus 101,000 minus 1,000. Return earnings equals to 411,000. Dividends paid is not separately listed on the balance sheet. It is part of return earnings. Beginning return earnings plus profit minus dividends paid equals to ending return earnings. You obtain the final balance sheet.